Hey guys, welcome to this video. In today's video, we are going to deploy a polling application, Pollify, using Vercel. It's a project where user must create an account to create or vote on a poll and to follow or unfollow other users. You can add this project to your resume and can also use it as a college project. To see the working yourself or to test it, you can visit the link given in the description box. So before starting to deploy, let me show you a full demo of this site. Starting here, you can see we must create our account as all the routes are protected. Here on the login page, on the left side, we have the auth layout with some text, and on the right side, we have the login card. From here, you can log in if you already have an account. If in case you have forgot the password, you can go to the forgot password page. Now let me create a new account. For creating a new account, we require the image, the name, email and the username with the password. Also, according to the password's length, it will show you the password strength by the color. So let me fill in these all details and hit the create account button. Once you have done this, then it will give you the OTP sent to that particular email. This is the OTP. So let me copy it and paste it over here. Once the verification is done, then we can log in by giving the email and the password and then hit the sign in button. Once you get logged in, you will be landing on the dashboard page. Here you can see on the top we have the name and the icon of the site on the left and a search bar in the middle and create button, notification bell and the avatar on the right side. Then on the left, you can see the menu that contains all the navigations menu, that is the create page, my polls, voted, saved page and the settings page. Once click, it will take us to that particular page over here. On the right side, we have a small profile card of the logged in user that contains the details about the number of polls created, voted and the saved over here. Here you can also see the total number of polls created till now on this site in each category, like single choice, yes, no type, rating type, image and the open-ended type polls over here. If we click on view profile, it will show you that user's profile. On the dashboard, it will show you, hey, your name, and now if we click here, it will take us to the create poll page over here. Here we can see all the polls or we can see the polls of that user whom we follow. Here too we have filters according to the poll type. So here if we vote on this particular poll, it will be taken and it will show you the result and increase the vote count by 1. For image based 2, we can see the result. For yes no type 2 and also we can undo our vote or we can re-vote or we can not vote on that particular poll. Here it will show you the total number of users who have already voted on this poll. From here we can comment to any poll and send it. It will be posted. Here if we want, we can save this poll. Moving on to create poll page, here you can create a new poll by asking some question and choosing the poll type and the category. So let me ask you, do you like React? Category will be tech based and the poll type will be yes no type and hit the publish button. Once it's published, then it will take you to the my polls page with the poll you have created. From here, you can edit your poll like change the category or change the name and save the updated poll. From here, we can close or reopen the poll. Closed poll will not receive any vote and cannot be seen on the dashboard. On analytics page, you can see more details of the poll and we can delete the poll here too. Let me create another poll. This time a single choice. Give the question, select the category and give options. You can increase or decrease the number of options here and then hit the publish button. On dashboard, you can see the poll you have created and can also give a comment here. Let me vote here. On voted page, you will be able to see all the polls that you have already voted on will be shown here. And on the saved page, you can see the polls you have bookmarked on. On the right side, the stats will increase according to your activity. On settings page, you can see all the details of your own profile, and from here you can update your profile like image, you can change the name, username, password. We cannot update the email as it is blocked, and give the bio and save the updated profile over here. Updates can be seen automatically. On dashboard page, here you can visit any profile. From here you can follow this user, and on filter you can filter by following, and it will show you the polls created by that particular users. On your own profile page, you can see the users you are following and who are following you. On a new Chrome, let me log in here. If we forgot the password, we can click the forgot password and give the email. It will give you the OTP. Then verify your OTP and then change the password by giving the same new and the confirm password. So let me log in here. You can see this is a fresh profile. So here, if we follow this user and give the vote to their polls, then a notification will be shown here for that particular poll to that particular user. And once click, it will take us to that particular polls page over here. So now this site is fully responsive for all the pages, for all the devices, like for the mobile view, for the tablet, or for the laptop view over here. So this is all. Now let's get started. Open your VS Code and let us go to the source control panel. From here, click on this publish to GitHub button. Here we can select either to keep the repo as public or private. I'm gonna keep it as private and hit OK button. Now it will take some time to publish the repo to the GitHub. So let us wait till then. Once it gets published, then let us go to the Chrome and let us search here for the GitHub. Click on this first link. Then inside this, let us search here for the repo we have just published over here. So this is the repo we have just published over here. So now once we have done this much, let us go on a new tab and let us search here for the Vercel over here. And then click on this first link. Then inside this, let us sign in here using the Google. We can sign in here using the GitHub too over here. Now, once you get logged in, you will be landing on this particular page over here. So from here on the right side, you will be getting a add new button. Click on it, select the project. From here, let us search here for the project inside this and then click on this import button over here. Now, once you have done this for the project name, here let us type here underscore backend over here. And here we have to select the backend folder. The application preset will be applied automatically as Express over here. And then for the .env, for the environment variable, we have to import the .env file. So click on it and select the backend folder, select the .env from your repo over here, and then click on the deploy button over here. Now, once you have hit the deploy button, now it will show you that as deployment started, and now it will take some time. So let us wait till then. Once it gets deployed, now you can see congratulations and click on this. It will show you that the hosted backend URL will be coming over here and it will show you API working. So let me just copy it and let us go to our VS Code inside the front end, inside the white.config.js. Change this proxy over here and then remove this / from here and let us go to our src inside the util inside the api.js. Here for the base URL, we have to pass here the backend URL with the /API over here. Now, once you have done this much, let us go on the source control panel again and let us commit the changes we have just done over here. Hit the commit button, then hit the sync changes button over here. Now, once you have done this, let us go back from here and click on this add new, then select the project again. Then for the Pollify, we have to import it again. This time we are going to host the frontend, so just type underscore frontend for the project name and select the frontend folder. The application preset will be applied automatically as white over here. Then we have to just click on this deploy button over here. Now, once I have hit the deploy button, it will show you that as deployment started over here. So it will take some time again. So let us wait till then. Now, once it's get deployed, it will show you congratulations. And here, this is the hosted site over here. If you click, it will take you to the hosted URL over here. If you can see, it is coming over here. If we refresh, it will show you that it is not found over here. So now to fix it, let us go back, and now inside the front-end folder, we have to create a Vercel.json file over here, and inside this, we have to paste the code that is already given in the description box. You can get this code given in the description box from there and just paste it over here. Now, once you have done this, then again commit these changes over here and commit it, and then sync the changes over here. Once you have committed, the changes you have sent will be auto deployed over here. Now inside the hosted backend, let us go to our environment variables over here, and from here we have to change the environment variable for the client URL. So click on this edit button, and here inside this we have to pass here the front-end URL over here, that is the front-end hosted URL. And let me remove this /login from here and then save it over here. Once you have done this much, then we have to click on this redeploy over here, and from here just click on this redeploy button over here. Now once you have done this, it will show you redeployment has started over here, and it will show you that it is getting deployed over here. Let us wait till it gets deployed over here. So now it shows the status as ready. Now refresh the site over here. So it will show you that everything is working fine, and now we have successfully hosted our front end over here. And now let me just close this and let me log in here using the previous ID we have created once we were creating this project. So sign in over here. Now, once we get signed in, now it will show you that it will take us to this dashboard page over here, and it will load all the posts coming over here. So it is all working fine. Every page and every functionality of this system is working fine. So this is all. Stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching.